In the world of spiritual, people think that all problems can be solved by yoga and meditation. No, all problems can't be solved by yoga and meditation. It is a false belief.
Welcome to the Change My Way of Life podcast. Jai Shri Krishna Guruji.
Jai Shri Krishna.
So when an individual gets this feeling of dissatisfaction with their life, what do you recommend that they do?
See, they have to look at their life from a holistic viewpoint. Think like this. You have left your childhood, your youth behind. You are running after something constantly. Money, jobs, men and women, and houses, you name it, all your luxuries in life. And that doesn't leave you time for other things. You'll find that mostly your career takes more than 75% of your life away. Because that's the age where you are more bothered about your career and family, which you have already established before when you became a householder. That time you had already established a family. But now we are talking about the middle age after 30 plus. So you can imagine this person is only stressed all the time. He's bothered about where to get the money, how to fulfill the demands. Every day is a new day for him. But struggle, 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 struggle. And it doesn't give him a chance to come to any correct solution. When we do this analysis, Gurujis are meant to give answers, like we are supposed to give answers. And yes, people have approached me for different issues of theirs. And we are well versed with our scriptures and how the past has been. So we can guide these people. Now, the moment you say a guru or a teacher like this from the spiritual, then I don't want to be in spiritual. See, you are already saying no to them. It does not really matter. You don't have to be spiritual. See, please understand, spirituality is including atheism, agnosticism, and everything. It's not just the belief system, it is everything. You can believe even in no God as such. Does not really matter. Here we have to holistically look at the person, identify the issues. It may be physical, mental, or whatever. There are 8 different aspects that we judge a person on. We have our own ways of understanding what the person is going through. Maybe he needs financial help. Maybe he needs some kind of a guidance. Maybe he is not yet sure of what he wants to do with his kids. These are problems which can come up in the life of a person very fast and they are not ready for it. See, a simple example I will tell you. Which school you are supposed to put your child in? It's the biggest question everybody has, okay? You have a kid and you don't know which place you are supposed to put your child in, which school. So you look at all your neighbors, you see those buses coming in your area and you say, okay, maybe I can put my child in this school. You have already taken a wrong decision. Nobody has guided you in that. We all have the herd mentality. We follow the herd. My friends have put their child in XYZ school, so I will also put my son in this school. Yeah. And mostly these parents, they are not ready for it because they have not trained in it. Parenting is a big responsibility, right? So not only parenting, so in our Change My Way of Life, we have this course that we do. We identify what is wrong and where we can correct it. The path correction can be done once we get a hang of that person's life. Maybe he needs some kind of a guidance, like I said, financial, he needs, where can I invest? What can I do? He's not eating properly. That is why he's sick. Today we have so many issues, people are getting onto these drugs, ethical drugs, I mean. Oh, I need magnesium because I don't sleep. So let me take some magnesium. They are watching all these YouTube channels and they are self-prescribing a lot of these kind of things. And these are available on the counter. They call OTC, on the counter medicines. They'll just go to the place and buy the thing, okay, and they will be pumping medicines in their body, thinking that, oh, this is what I'm missing out. But they have not done an analysis of their entire life. The physical problem is one, mental is another, environmental is one more. The kind of environment that we live in today, so much of pollution, our neighbors are not good, the area where we are staying is not good. We are speaking one language, the person is speaking another language. You have to learn new languages. You understand, these are daily stresses that a person goes through. And you are not in a position to answer so many questions. So we got to give them the answers based on analysis. Where can we correct? And it has to be very holistic. That means we identify the issue, we work on the issue. I am not going to do their work for them. I'm going to make them do work for themselves. I'm not going to provide them meals. They have to work out on their meals. They have to work out on their own way of life. First, we find out where they are going wrong, and then we address the person. And I have one-on-ones with people also, no doubt about it. It's not that kind of, a psychiatrist. And so this is spiritual, but 90% of it is others, not spiritual. So I'm not going to give you anything in spirituality unless and until you ask for it. If you ask for it, then I will talk spiritual. Otherwise, our entire experience is with material worldly people.
Yes.
See, spiritual doesn't come in so easily. It takes years. So yeah, so we have to give them these solutions after analyzing their problems, not before.
Yes, Guruji. So it seems that the first step for a person is to recognize that they're continually playing the same messages in their own head about their life. So it's to kind of put the brakes on.
Yes, the start, you can experience it. You go through a depression, you go through a phase of complete disgust in your life. The disgust comes very easily to a person. They feel, I don't want this life. I don't care for this. Those kind of things. If you are suicidal, then you got to go and approach those people who can guide you with, your suicidal tendencies. We are not tackling any of those things. No, we are tackling those things on a holistic level. See, when it is connected to, very professional world, I will not touch that subject. If you have an issue which is very much connected to, let us say, you are having diabetes or some of those, issues, I will recommend you a hospital. Maybe I'll tell you, this doctor you can go and see. That's it. But for all other things which you go to on a day-to-day basis, like this disgust which comes on a day-to-day basis, it keeps on repeating itself, continuously. You will find that very simply it is like this. A woman goes through this every month. For her, it is like a monthly cycle. A man doesn't go through it like that. It is only when he loses his job. Man's problems are when he loses his job. He is thinking about money. He's thinking about some emotional issues. He's thinking about, that today he is not in a position to do this for the family. That is a time when he is getting worried. But for a woman, because she's having hormones and she's going through her menstrual cycles and she's going through childbirths and pregnancy, you name it, she is addressing too many problems. And that is a time when she is doing that yo yo with her life continuously. You will find that when we conducted the classes earlier, there were more women who were keen on doing this, course, because we could address the issues and we could understand the problems that were there. We could guide them. Sometimes we had to take a very serious call on telling the lady to please kindly go for a checkup, because they don't actually look into it. For them, it's like every month this problem comes in, so I don't have to look at it. No, you have to pay attention. So you can say these are recurring issues. They come very often in your life. So the right time is when this happens for the first time or the second time. You go through this, it is better to consult, better to ask, better to find out, can I get a solution? Before you go in for very serious solutions, at least try to see whether there is something which can be workable in that atmosphere of yours. It could be connected to your job, it could be connected to the money, it could be connected to your physical issues, mental issues. Can you just see if it is possible? That is a time they can connect with us, and we can definitely see where the problem lies. And if there is a serious need for anything beyond our reach, we will definitely say, yes, you have to approach a doctor or go for a session with someone. Yeah. See, understand one thing. In the world of spiritual, people think that all problems can be solved by yoga and meditation. No, no, all problems can't be solved by yoga and meditation. It is a false belief. It's a false belief. People are there in this world who don't know how to do yoga. They may join some classes. They are not sincere about it because they can't see anything. Meditation can give you temporary relief. You're back on your saddle once again. The moment you stop your meditation, you're back to where you belong. No, you need long-term solutions. Solutions which are going to be till the end of your life. And that we try to offer you through our way of life programs, which are slow and not fast solutions. You have to work towards it, work very slowly towards those issues for having a fulfilling life. So that is the time you can come and visit us or talk to us.
Yes, Guruji, thank you so very much for sharing with us today.
Thank you.
If you have enjoyed this presentation and would like to be informed of new presentations, remember to like, share, and subscribe or follow. Thank you.